Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee with Lisa. I'm spiritual coach Lisa Hobb. It is Sunday, January 26, 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you hear a little fan, the heat's on because it's cold. Perhaps I could turn it up a little bit, but, well, if it bothers you, let me know, and I will, so that we don't have to have the fan noise with us in future podcasts. So, for those of you who are just meeting me, thank you. Welcome. Please be sure to go to my website at lisahobb.com. It's all about my work and all about upcoming events. And for those of you who come every week to listen, thank you so much. If you're on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and share. And on any other platform, Spotify, iHeart, Audible, wherever you may be, I appreciate you so very much. Please keep listening. So, the topic today, rocky ride, but you've got this, okay? It is a rocky ride right now, good people. And it doesn't matter where your mindsets, beliefs are, what you feel, what you believe, it's rocky. And it's divine. It's what we asked for, a recent what we asked for, but we decided we wanted to make it hard. And if you've listened to previous podcasts, I said that before, or harder. It's like, whoosh, harsher lessons. It's up in your face kind of lessons, all right? And there are many who are not paying attention yet. And there are many that are paying attention and not seeing everything, right? And I'm not giggling because it's funny. It's just amazing. So what's so important is to take care of yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, no matter, and of course physically, no matter where you're coming from and who you are, okay? Because this is an easy trigger time. And so, when you go to get angry, when you go to get depressed, when you go to have any rage, unforgiveness, anything that's harsher for you, step back. I'm not saying don't speak your truth. I'm not saying escape completely. I'm saying you have to take care of yourself first. First and foremost, last night, I was talking with a loved one and they were informing me. And I was like, I can't. I knew, but I can't hear right now the venting. I can't hear the long details. But what's happening, I knew would happen. So, for those of you who have no idea what's happening, I'll very briefly say this. Everything we've known is demolishing. It's coming down. It's like a rocket hit it and it's crushed to the ground with perhaps a little debris. And you can't be about norms anymore. So many people are like, we want to be about the norms. The norms aren't there anymore. And it's not yet gone as worse as it's going to get. But if you've listened to me before, you know that nothing is 100% completely set in stone. We have will. We have free will individually, and we have free will globally. Massively. And so light has already shined through a little bit. The helpers are coming out. But gosh, we need more. We need more. And it's emblematic of the past that needs to be healed. It's the past of anything. Whether, I'm going nationally here. It's the past that still needs to be healed about the Civil War. Still needs to be healed about racism. Still needs to be healed about grievances over generations and generations and generations. And we all carry it around. What they call the sins of the father, which you probably have heard me before. I don't like to put it that way because it kind of puts it on the guys too much. It's really the sins of the ancestors. So I try to be a fairness. Now, we get riled up. I had someone who, I don't know if she's still a listener, she got riled up about references to the Civil War. You see, what must be understood is that there has been a delusion sold from those in power over all of our lifetime. Generations, generations, and generations. A belief system sold. A patriotism sold. A intention sold. When it's been all about power, all about money, all about control, all about those wanting to have more who are in power. Doesn't mean, by the way, that's every single one of them. Doesn't mean that all those who are billionaires are evil. No, actually, there's very good ones. Or do good things. I give an example of Michael Bloomberg, who is a billionaire who's covering the cost of the Paris Climate Accord for the U.S. right now. That's a good thing, because our planet needs climate action. It's critical. And we've just left. We've just stopped it. There's destruction going on. I guess those who think that they can fly to Mars are safe from it and they can just pillage. But here's the thing, it's not going to happen because the communities will start to rise up. We're not there yet. People are not seeing yet. But everyone will come together. Light will win out. It just is not an overnight thing. And so it's very important to understand the times we are in and to be discerning and to be informed from sources that you can trust. Because the technology nowadays is being used for evil. And is also being used for good, but more right now for evil. Evil has arrived. I will not say more than ever, because I haven't been here forever. All right? But it's rampant right now. And there are just those who are wanting to trust the wrong sources. And you can't. It's very important to send unconditional love, empathy, compassion, mercy. Whoever thought we'd be in a world where mercy would be controversial? That's the evil talking. Of course it isn't. But we must have it for our species, and for all species on the planet. We are coming into a time when the walls have come down. I'm being told to tell you the evil's ride will be over. But it will be a bumpy ride, a rocky ride at first. And it has started. Now, I send unconditional love, empathy, compassion, and I'm not being condescending to all those who think you're better off right now. Okay? I'm giving you fighting words. But I'm not trying to fight with you. All right? I won't have it. We all want our lives to be better, right? We all want everyone to be equally blessed. But I'll say to you, that's why the last line of my title is, You've Got This. We are not only in a time of prevalent power going evil, but we're at a time when we create our lives in a way we've never been able to before. The veil between us and the power of heaven is thinning and thinning, means that we are more of God than ever before. Or for some, that's a trigger because we were not taught that we're God. We're taught we're human, we're sinner, we're small, we're limited. But oh no, you are gaining and gaining each and every day the power of your Creator. And so what does that mean? You can heal anything. Anything. And it's happening all the time. So while they are taking cancer funding away, research away, we have the power to find the healing within ourselves to heal anything. That doesn't mean that what they're doing is right. I personally think there should be a team here. But you don't have to make it a setback. It is within your own will. It is done. Most of the time through meditation, quantum energy, jumping timelines, which we just did as a country. But you can do it individually as well to heal any part of your body, to bring you more wealth, and to bring you more love. So we're at this amazing time where we're not puppets. But here is what, well, I don't want to call it triggers me because it doesn't. But what I've noticed is that we're still in this place, largely as a society, where we look to the outside for somebody else to fix it for us. No matter what. If we pray to God enough, if we put it in God's hands, then it'll be fixed, right? And if it's not, well, it's not for us to understand. Here's the thing. What you put out, you get back. And so, if you put out, I know I am healed, yes, that energy of God's source, energy will come through. And we do have angels, we do have spirit guides that honestly we have created to help us. And they come through for us. And so, what I mean by we've created is that we wanted the help of beings. And so they were created. And so, and your departed loved ones eternally live. So they are around you as well, helping. So we're never ever alone. But again, we're very powerful. And no official, no amount of surrendering our power is going to get us what we're asking for. You think by changing a vote, your life will be for the better. It's always up to you. It's always been up to you. So that's good news, by the way. That's extremely good news. Because then you're not at the mercy or lack of mercy of those who only want to help themselves, line their own pockets, give themselves the best. You have the power to give yourself the best as well, but in good higher consciousness, through intentions, through meditation, through unconditional love for yourself and others. And yes, through prayer. Prayer is a great gift. It just has an amazing ability to make yourself and everyone all right. And be clear, what you wish for another, you get. I saw today someone post about the delusion will soon be lifted. Yes, true. Those who are not completely seeing will have eyes. But you cannot wish for that, because you don't want anything bouncing back on you. You can say, I know with my faithfulness that will probably happen, but you can't celebrate the moment of people being in pain because they were fooled. Because, by the way, you're seeing anger, but there's going to be more when that happens. And so that's a rough ride for all of us. It's almost like a detox is going to happen that will have anger. So you cannot say, let's see, you can't celebrate it, you can't laugh about it, and you definitely shouldn't call anyone names. Because it isn't loving. It's so, so very important. And believe me, we're all human. And we have thoughts. But it's very important to change those thoughts to ones that are more positive, more loving. Just ask, intend for a better earth. And for all to be well. Even those you can't stand the most. Hate no one. Hate no one. But that doesn't mean not hating means that you don't do the work to heal yourself and to help others. But not letting them off the hook necessarily. But hate multiplies hate. Love, which is more powerful, multiplies love. So, don't get into the nitty-gritty at times when it doesn't help your mental, emotional, spiritual health, because it will go to the physical. And everyone is on this earth because they are currently supposed to be on this earth and are needed on this earth. All are teachers, all are students. And we asked for this. We asked for a time where healing would be kind of forced upon us. Self-imposed, but also imposed. Right? And so, understand and allow yourself to be larger in spirit, in power, in empowerment. And also know that there is nothing that somebody else has that is not yours as well. We like to separate poor, middle class, 1%. We are causing that separation through our beliefs and our perceptions. Through what we were taught, what we allow. If you refuse to receive, then you cannot be more wealthier, more healthier, more in loving relationships. Allow yourself to receive all the blessings that you would ever ask for, that you dare to ask for, that you would ask for another. I saw this also recently on social media. So, of course, I'm a spiritual worker. If you haven't, of course I am, right? But I have intuition. I channel. I do hypnosis. I do healing. So I happened to see a block of conversations from people who are still not allowing themselves to earn a living at work that helps others. They ask for donations. And they don't give you can't really give equal value for your time in spiritual work because it's kind of priceless. You use a lot of energy and you can't work in the way that others work. It uses up more. And so what was happening, what I was seeing with the conversations, is they were asking for donations because, if it's a God-given gift, we shouldn't ask for too much. Oh, yes, I've heard that. I mean, it's been like 20 years ago for the most part, but I've heard that. Really. Well, a musician has a God-given gift. A painter has a God-given gift. We all have God-given gifts. Why does someone who's a healer in any way, who uses their intuition, much like a fireman or a policeman or a doctor or a nurse, why are they only real if they're poor? It's a mindset. It's a belief system. It's fear. It's passed down. And it's fear. Passed down through traditional religious teaching. Passed down by man. Fear of even speaking, communicating with your departed loved ones who are trying to communicate with you. No, don't do it. You might go to hell. No, you won't. See, there's a difference between good and evil. And even heaven wants evil to be redeemed. You get eternal flame if you want eternal flame, which means evil. Now I know a lot of my listeners, if not all of you, are not evil. And when you do something that harms another, you get it back. Justice always occurs, whether you see it or not. So, I have spent decades getting over the blocks imposed on me about wealth, my abilities. I don't hear it directly, I just see it out there. Anyone who does work of intuition must be a fake. Well, yes, there are scammers. But are all of them scammers? No. And most aren't. And you have intuition. It's a God-given gift. The gut knows, and it doesn't even know how it knows. We all have the ability to discern, to follow that internal guidance. We're supposed to. We all have the ability to heal, like Jesus. Jesus himself said, there will be those who do greater works than me. Yet today we don't dare think that, do we? And how would Jesus be welcome today? Because this may be controversial for you to hear. But Jesus was a woke liberal. So, how would he be diminished? I know. And so, it's very important to understand that you have power here with your faith, with your abilities of creation, to do wonderful things here. Service, helping others, sending out unconditional love, making sure your fellow man are all right. And those who are the angriest, who are the least likable, are the ones who need it the most, and you don't even have to spend time with them. You can send it through energy channel, thoughts, prayers, vibration. So very important. Sending out love to each other, feeling peace within as you do it, brings peace to the world. So be in the present moment, creating what you really want, and then wanting it for others, no matter what. And you will see changes, and make yourself a priority. And don't, if you would, don't lose hope, don't lose faith, because it is going to be tested. It's being tested now. Watch how you feel. If you think something is right, where is that coming from? How we treat the least of ourselves is how we treat ourselves. Take that into account from here on in. How you feel matters. It's not silent. It goes out. And we're going through our times today because of everything that's gone out. But always, again, reminder, put out hope, love, faith, trust, happiness, joy, and make sure to feel that within as well. Thank you. You have your assignment. Thank you for joining me today. Again, reminder, check out my website at lisahop.com. I'm also, if you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, share. I welcome any suggestions for topics. Feel free to comment. And on every other platform, thank you if you can like, and if you can comment. Hopefully it will cross my path. And I'm grateful for all of you. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday, a wonderful week whenever you're listening to this. And until next time, many blessings to all of you.